Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a Proverb A Day with Pastor Virgil Pickney. And as always, I am your host, Pastor Virgil Pickney. And today we got a pretty good proverb for you guys. I think you guys will enjoy this. Today we're going to have Proverb 8, 8, and 9. But before we get started, as always, we want to tell you what is a proverb. So what is a proverb? A proverb is practical. It gives advice that is useful in the real world. It should be applied. Remember, that's always a key. We want to not only hear the word, in this case a proverb, but we want to apply it. So it should be applied. The reader should consider what changes he or she should make in his own life in the light of the proverb. So the whole goal behind doing these proverbs a day is for you guys to see the videos, to examine your life and where you at, and based on the light of the proverb, or another word for light in biblical reference is truth. The truth in the proverb should have you want to look at your life and reflect your life compared to the proverb and make the correct adjustments to get ourselves ultimately in the right place with God. This whole thing is just about our relationship with God and doing things that are pleasing and all that kind of stuff. So this is not a shame thing or I'm better than you type of thing. We all fall short of the glory, and I'm trying to get myself right just as well as you guys. So I'm just a vessel that God is deciding to want to use through these teachings. And so I hope that you guys can get that. So the reader should consider what changes he or she should make in his own life in light of the proverb, or in truth of the proverb. A proverb is derived from an astute observation about life, usually pertaining to our works. We know that faith without works is dead. So faith is what we believe, works is our actions. So what are we doing? That's why the proverb should be applied. The creator of a proverb shows himself very knowledgeable and perceptive, able to see what is generally true and to draw a conclusion from it. Okay? Not me. I'm not the creator of the proverb. We're talking about Solomon, and we're talking about Agar, and we're talking about Lemuel. The author, as just stated before, the author of Proverbs is Solomon. The last two chapters are credited to Agar and Lemuel. And Proverbs is also known as the Book of Wisdom. So with that being said, let's get into our proverb for today, which is going to be Proverbs 8, verses 8 and 9. And I'm going to read it from the King James first, and then I'm going to read it from my version. So Proverbs 8, 8 and 9 in the King James read, "All the words of my mouth are righteous. There is nothing forward or perverse in them." Now, obviously, this is referring to Yahweh God. So we're talking about God's mouth. So all the words of my mouth, or God's mouth, are righteousness. There is nothing forward or perverse in them. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge. And then I'm going to read it from my version. All the words of my mouth are righteous. None of them are deceptive. Okay. Or perverse. All of them are clear. That's different. To the perceptive, and right to those who discover knowledge. So let's get right into this. So here we see through the proverb, we see that God has declared that all the words in his mouth are righteous. Okay, so all the words of my mouth are righteous. So this word righteous here in Hebrew means acting according to a proper standard. And we know that this proper standard is Yahweh's, or God's standard. So all the words, this word words in Hebrew means sayings. So all the sayings, so all the things that are being said. Okay, now we're getting a little bit deeper with it now. So it's not just words, it's sayings now, okay? And the word forward Here in the King James Version, when it said forward, that breaks down in Hebrew to deceptive. That's why my version, remember I told you guys, mine already has the translation, so mine's already had used the word deceptive. But the word forward in your King James Bible or any other type of Bible you may have, that breaks down to deceptive. Now, I find that very, very, very peculiar, because we know that the word deception, or the word deceive, which is the act of deception, we know that that's connected to Satan. And here we see the word deceptive, which is in that same ballpark. So these are attributes: deceptive, deception, deceive, deceitfulness. These are all characteristics of Satan, not God. So anybody that's speaking words to you and speaking words with deceit and deceptive and deception in it, it's not of God. That's why when we go here to this proverb, God is saying the words of my mouth are righteous, and none of them are deceptive or perverse. See? So when it's perverse or deceptive, then that means God is not in it. Those are not the words of God. We shouldn't even be partaking or listening to it in the first place anyway. But I'm just saying. The word perverse here in Hebrew means crook or not straight. Okay? And then I looked up the word crook in the Oxford Dictionary, and that meant dishonest or illegal. So that means the words that are being spoken that are not by God, according to this Proverbs, not only are they deceptive, not only are they dishonest, so that means ain't no truth in them, but they are illegal. They are illegal, y'all. Y'all catching this? In verse 9, we see all of them are clear to the perceptive. This word perceptive in the Oxford Dictionary means having or showing sensitive insight. God's words shows insight. This word clear means plain or transparent. And the word discover here in verse 9 in the Oxford Dictionary means become aware of a fact or a situation. So becoming aware of a fact or a situation. And knowledge in Hebrew here means learning. So now let's go back and let's try to plug in these words, and let's look at this scripture now. It says, all the words of my mouth are acting according to a proper standard, or Yahweh's standard. These are God. This is God's words. They're acting according to a proper Yahweh God standard. All the sayings of my mouth are righteous. Okay? So that words is saying. So all the sayings of my mouth are righteous, or acting according to Yahweh's standard. None of them are deceptive. Okay? None of them are deceptive or perverse or crooked. So none of them are deceptive or crooked. All of them, these are all his words he's saying. All of them are clear. Okay? Plain, transparent, to the perceptive, to the having or showing sensitive insight. Oh, this is good, y'all. And right to those who become aware of this fact or this situation, that whatever we're speaking, learning, which is the last word, knowledge in Hebrew, learning. We're learning or discovering that all of Yahweh's words or sayings are righteous or right. I'm sorry, let's go back. We're learning or discovering that all of Yahweh's words or sayings are righteous. Now, the root word, the righteous, is right. According to Yahweh the Father standard, he approves. So a lot of times we say, God, he confirms his word. But here we're seeing that God not only confirms, but he approves his word. Perverse or crooked is the opposite of upright. It means twisted or distorted or not clear. In verse 9, both clear and right relate to what is straight in front of a person, not twisted, crooked, or off to the side. A perceptive person is insightful, intelligent, and discerning. Those who seek knowledge diligently will discover. So, man, this was some good stuff here, you guys. So not only can we trust in the Lord with all our heart, but we also now are learning, according to Proverbs 8 and 9, that his words are very clear. They're not perverted. They're not distorted. They're righteous. And they're straightforward. And we can hold on to them. You know, we can hold on to them. I pray that this teaching was not only a blessing to you, a blessing to you guys as much as it is as a blessing to me. And remember, you guys, try to get you guys a proverb in your spirit and your soul a day, man. Once again, this was Pastor Virgil Pickney with a proverb today, man. I hope you guys were blessed by Proverbs 8 and 9 as much as I was. Until we meet again tomorrow, same time, same channel, man. God bless you guys, okay? Peace.